This is a channel about finding your joy in creating through stitching, cross-stitching, and sewing quilts. So here you go. I hope you enjoy. I have a lot of quilting in this one. I have been keeping up with my fox and rabbit and made some acquisitions, but mostly quilting today. Enjoy your day. Have a great Father's Day. Cheers. Before we start sewing, let me share some of my favorite moments from this month. Here are the girls at the academy. We just finished all the book bags. Aren't you proud? Grandma gets her nap laps in. Who's trying carrots for the first time?
What's up?
Oh, look at you! Working it.
Yeah, she's getting there. She's not an expert yet, but she's getting there.
Well, it's not like the avocado cereal mixture. Oh look, she opens right up, and then like this guy, I got it done, Grandpa. Right here.
Oh, this way. Gotta look this way. Tease them with it.
Just like a bottle, you know, like a nipple. They're all. I had some quilts that needed to be found, but first I needed to find the fabric, and I did. All wrapped up now. Then there was the Halloween and fall quilts that I finally got to get found. It only took me 2 seasons. Turning back to the state park from babysitting, here's this guy breaking the entire length of the street he accomplished. Goodness sakes, what a hero. Look at how nice that looks. Great job, Johnson. Sharing a campfire.
Everything out. I wouldn't leave anything there.
Palette there.
Okay, so the pallet thing, Dan said leave it because they set their chairs on it.
What are we talking? Where is this?
Site 2.
Site 2.
Oh, okay.
Dan left and he's getting things slicked up for the next person.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Sorta.
Me, I got the whole place.
You have
all
the
the way
neatest site, period.
Oh,
And we're not, ours is good. But
yours is very good.
well,
What are you
we've got
talking
the
about?
landscaping and
Yeah.
stuff that's been through.
Oh, look it! It's blue. So pretty.
Oh, that's pretty.
I don't know how long, if you just,
That's enough for a minute. We'll
All
just
right.
enjoy this.
this is for Matt.
How nice.
Yes, I found some sandals and I found some shoes.
Say hi, Ev.
Turn and say hi.
Cheese.
Oh,
What is that?
Popadaga.
What does that mean?
Popadaga.
Bo-ba-di-ga. What does that mean? Is that good?
Popadaga.
Is it good?
Popadaga.
Okay.
are you ready?
Okay.
Here it comes.
Grandpa's gonna serve you your dinner, Miss Roberts.
Here you go, my love.
What is it, Grandpa?
We
Tell
got
her.
roast, we got beets, and we got potatoes.
What do you think?
What are those?
It's a beet. It's kind of sugary. I think you're gonna like it. Since you like fruit, I have a feeling you're gonna like
It's
it.
like fruit. See what you think. Okay.
Grandpa loves them.
All right. So I cut 12 round circles from fabric that was from my mother's stash. Purchased at JCPenney. I think it was 1 yard or 1.5 yards for $3.25. I have then sat. I found the perfect measurement. The base of my stitching light works perfect. of heat and bond to go behind it and turn my edges. Getting my steps in, and I have a sighting in the wild of the guys keeping the park pretty. Thank you, Jones. Caught our neighbor Manuel mowing our lawn. Back at the campground, time to harvest the carrots. Please don't laugh at my ginormous carrots. To finish a quilt, which I was working on yesterday to quilt up. My son has ordered, with love, 3 baby blankets, and this is number 2. The first one Miss Laura Lynn has in Nova Scotia. This is the second one, and instead of cutting off this batting, except for right here, I want to put a little bit extra, at least that much, which is another 1.25 inches. So do I want to put sashing or just cut it? It might be big enough, but So I've got this, and I've got this going on this. It is not the same green plaid as in the hearts. It's lighter. So, but maybe I'll use it because it would theme nicely with it. Yeah, I think so. I like it with the white. Okay, so I'm gonna sew it down and flip and turn over it, and then bind it with this. Looks like 1 3/4. So I have this pretty white paisley in the trailer, and to audition it, I think it'll be wonderful to not let it be so wild. Okay, because I feel like this, no. Because this is more of a red, not a hot pink. This is a really good, strong fabric. Very solid, heavy duty. White cotton printed with the paisleys in cream. Hi, Alicine Stitching here. Yes, I am gonna have hopefully a big day of stitching. Yesterday I completed the baby quilt for my son, one of 3, and I was just gonna go over and spritz the blue quilt marking away. Let's go over and do that. So here it is. I finished it up yesterday, but I do have telltale blue lines left for my quilting. So I'm going to give it a little spritz and get rid of those. And then let it dry. And the first wash, this should all come out. I just don't want to have my son present it with the blue lines on it. Looking good. A little more here. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And the backing, I think, is pretty. I did go with the white. The pink was just too much. So that's what we're looking at here. So I'm going to let it lay out and dry a little bit, and then I'll put it away. Okay. This is my little mister bottle from taking care of my succulent heart gift here that Joan, my husband's cohort, Matt, his wife, she went to a class and made that. And then Ada found Polly Pocket-ish baby Jesus over by the bathroom across the parking lot. So we put him there. Okay, back to action. Here are the piles of which I would like to share with you this morning. It is overcast and cool. Just all the way to the hills up there. Anyway, it's probably about 70. I'll get you back in here. Okay. All right, so the first job done. Get that ready to get back into the car. Let's see. I have let's do, I guess, acquisitions, because once I open up the quilt stuff over here, it's gonna take over the table. I'd like to share with you that pattern that I've created, and hopefully it'll work out. I got the Strawberry Zinger. It's a tiny little wool mat, and I bought the threads, so I kitted it up myself. From the Hirschner's catalog, they had a 50% off sale, and I just thought those strawberries were so darling, and I love the embroidery. I can do that. And they include all the felt pieces. I've also got Kai N5000 series embroidery scissors to go with. Got an Ease View pressing mat. I used that last summer when I was doing applique, and I didn't have the June Taylor name brand one. I was just using the shops at the ironing board. This is the former language arts teacher in me. This was half off, and then I got another half off. So I think I paid $13 for it. And it's all threaded up with variegated orangey red that goes deeper red, I see under there. It is the Antique Character Sampler by Thea Gouverneur. I don't see DMC pre-sorted thread, Ada fabric they included, made in the Netherlands. There you go. That's what I was looking for. And then finally, I got myself some heavy-duty freezer paper. They had it on a closeout, and I decided, let's go for it. That's kind of nice to have. Okay. Quilting, love of quilting came to the house, and I was admiring this passion flower design. But what really grabbed my attention was the quilt that was just before it. It's our triangle mountain quilt, keeping the ends, the points at the ends, and filling it in. I'm not real sure I care for it as much as slicing off the ends and making it a flat quilt. Let me show you again. I don't know, I'm not wholly sold on those points as much as when I had it, I wanted to keep it. Yeah, I'm glad I saw this because I'm not real sure I care for that. Maybe it's just the pink with the green, and I don't know. So there you go. All right, back to today, to the antique Dresden quilt. Got all my supplies. Scissors, paper scissors, seam ripper, rotary cutter, and my pins. Alright. A kind of a creamy, antique looking polka dot. The green almost reads as like a khaki. It's reading very green in the screen on my phone, but it is more of a, there, that kind of reads better right there. I'm using that as my sashings, and then the border, I'm not sure if I have enough to do that, so I ordered some floral, which I'll put a photo in here from Michael's, of all places. Yeah, Michael's. So that is for the border on this. Please forgive me, I just was sketching this out one night and I don't even have the measurements or anything, because the measurements have been dictated by the size little stitching blocks that I have, the fruit blocks, and then the smaller leaf blocks. These cut to 6.5. The leaf blocks cut to, I think, 3.5. And then the Dresdens. So it's working out to be a pretty good size quilt. No, these are 4.5. So I'll get those in that lineup in the middle. Mr. Squirrel, as Laura Lynn suggested, will be used on the back for the label. The fruit, I've got these two. My job now is to measure from the edge of the fruit how far it is to putting on, making it a full row. Putting on the next one, I know it's not going to be the 18.5 that the Dresden block square is. It's going to be probably 25. I'm not sure. So that's what I'm going to try to figure out. Okay, these are 6.5. Yep. So 6.5 by 20.25. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.25. Okay, I need 4. So just two widths of fabric. Okay, 20.5. Just gonna be good here. Not much left over. And I'm measuring on the further side of the line just to give myself a little insurance. All right, let's get those guys over here. Okay. The other quilt that I have in the lineup is the intersection, or the triangle quilt, so got to get that done. I've got those extra fabrics in the trailer. I'm getting this one done for my friend Tammy's birthday in August. Okay. So we have this and this. I'm going to go lay it over there. Don't put this ruler away before it gets stepped on. That looks nice. Oh. sewn on, come back and see where they match up. I want each one under there. I don't have enough fabric for the sashings at the bottom. We'll pray that when I visit Hobby Lobby, I can find it. No problem. Okay, I'll get this iron and I'll put the rest of the rows together and I'll be back with you. I gotta get my phone plugged in. Okay, just told Eric I need to go to Hobby Lobby. I need just, if I can find enough for top and bottom, darn it, but there you go. Feeny. She old. And you want it about the same size, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And it was a 2 blade prop.
Uh-huh.
It looks something similar to this.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one out and then bring it over here and transpose it. But it doesn't matter. I think I can probably do it just by eyesight. I mean,
Yeah.
that looks pretty...
That does look good. Maybe a little thicker though on the blade so it doesn't break so easy.
Well, that's why I'm going to impose it. I'm having
Okay.
2 pieces put on, glued together with opposing grain. So
Okay.
this is plywood, and the other one's made out of just regular wood,
Yeah.
and it would break. Now, what if I put 2 pieces of plywood together and glue it?
Yeah.
It's going to be twice as strong, or 3 times
Sure,
as strong.
of course.
So
Very good.
that's the idea, anyway.
Okay, so back from Hobby Lobby. Let's get this going. Welcome back to the Stitchy Tent. Let's see. I got my 1/4 yard and I'm gonna put a top and a bottom sashing border. Here, what do you think?
Gorgeous.
I just got to measure it so I get the right size batting for it. It is about 70. By 94. Okay. Bond. Once I got these sewn together, I did yellow every other because there were so many yellows. Very minimal on the side of prints. This is fabric that was from my mom's stash from JCPenney when they still sold fabric in the basement. And I didn't do the cone cup top stitch right here. I just ironed them all under at not hardly a 1/4 inch. And I used heat and bond to get it down. And then I found a bowl in the camper, that trailer, that was the appropriate size to go over the loose selvages here, and used heat and bond and turned under, and all of those are stitched. So it's all just stitched down, and I used off-white. And then her grandma's embroidery. Love the pear with a little bit of green there. And my favorite, of course, the strawberries, which I did not keep for myself. So there you go. The only other thing I have to share is my fox and rabbit stitching. Yeah, so I just have a little bit this stuff to finish up here. I'm right across here, over here. And then I have that to finish, but otherwise I'm up on June. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, sorry, it's wrinkly. So I still have that fabric ordered that's blue, pink, and yellow floral green vines from Michael's to put on the edges. So that'll be a good proper 4.5, 5-inch border. So it'll probably then end up being more like 78 by 100, 102. It's gonna be a big quilt. Awesome. Okay, now I have the Entangled quilt to get back to. Ready for that? Okay, so I got more of this, and this, so that I could do this. So it is the month 11 bonus. So I need all of those. Somebody wants Eric Johnson. Got all of these made, which are the big ones I think that go around. I just didn't have enough for this very narrow gold. The gold and the outer. So, And then the brown, I think, is for the, no, don't I have the, yeah, I've got the binding already cut. I don't know why I have that brown. Maybe I thought I needed it, but okay. So I've got these, we're golden there. And I did kind of scrappy it up. I didn't follow the perfect, there you go. Those are all certain specific navy blue and the light, the vine on the white background. Okay. So I've got these ready to rock and roll. Boy, this one's gonna be, I knock on wood, finished fast, McGee. Okay, so I need from 3, 8, 1 3/4 width of fabric. Okay, and from this one, I need 7.5 inch strips with the fabric. Let's get on that. It's almost 4 o'clock and these arrivers, it's Friday, man, get down to the beach. So I've seen multiples. Just a few minutes ago, dad was holding a baby girl and mom had her chair on her back and her bucket of toys. So now I need to sew these guys together and make my way around. Oh, I know what the brown is for. Right there. There's a tiny little seam. And it is 10 2-inch width of fabric. So it's actually whiter than the yellow, the gold. Interesting. Yeah, this kit, Entangled kit, I just love the fabric. I wasn't really sure. I thought the pattern was cool and the blues and the golds and the greens. But you know, my arm was twisted really hard by a certain individual from Bristol. And so I bought it. And I'm here to tell you that I love it so much, and it would make a perfect wedding gift. When Quilt in a Day had that sale a couple weeks ago, I took advantage of it and bought another one to have in my armory. To do some documentation of Eric Johnson's campsite feng shui. Say that again?
Ant trails.
Interesting.
These are all ant trails. In fact, there's some ants right there.
Oh yeah.
They make a roadway. They clean it up.
So it's easy for them to get across?
Yep.
Look at them. Oh, I see. Yeah. Going parts yonder. Like across the territory.
Yeah.
Okay. That guy has a voice.
It's just noisy. It's just loud.
Look at that freeway. Look, they got the 405 going here. Uh-huh.
And here comes earthquake.
Ah! We gotta start all over again, man.
Gotta make it a road. Can't make it easy on them.
I tell ya. Then I'm messing it up, so I better get out of here. Very good. And you do this before you leave for our weekends, so that you can see if there's been traffic, right?
Correct.
Like over there.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
On those footprints.
All those footprints. And when you came back last time, you had car tires, right? But Brent verified that it was Eric's partner in crime, Matt. He came over to get some info from Brent. So garden, I harvested all the carrots for my beef burgundy last night. They were all really little. That tomato is ridiculous, finally growing. I got some beets out. I still need to harvest those. Now, interesting, these tomatoes are growing up.
And it's because of the fertilizer. I think the fertilizer finally got to them.
Yeah, look at that one's happy too. And these black sage are happy. And my thyme, which I used quite a bit of, a couple branches last night. Very good. And I didn't know how to close this, Eric, so I kind of just... Okay. Eric likes to have the brickwork there so he can splash his hose water on that instead of the earth. So. Oh, here we go. Look at how nice. Oh. Okay. Back to the Stitchy Tent. And this is probably the last Site 27 Stitchy Tent, right? Because I'll be over there next month.
Yeah, at the end of this month.
End of this month?
Yep.
Alrighty. Got our cool ice machine. And bubbly in the fridge. Okay, back to work. Let's go. Let's get going. Who wants to sit here? Come on. Oh, I gotta get this in the car. All right. Okay, back to it. Last one. Okay, so I got all the yellow borders done. Now it's time for my half square triangles, and I hope I can find my 4 squares. I know I cut them. So, okay, got the gold done. As you can see, got the corners all squared up. Okay, here they are. They're brown.
And Mr. Bunny Rabbit likes laying on the ground right there.
Yeah?
Yeah, just stretched. He was all stretched out when I walked
Oh,
over
nap time?
Yeah.
He feels safe there.
there. Yep.
Okay, so I've got this. As you can see, I had to get a little creative with the pattern. It's not perfectly blue. Okay, here's this one. I tried to do a pattern so you see like we've got the same things happening. So when you look at the quilt, the same transitions will be taken care of. So you've got that one. And that one. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. And then I've got the brown squares. So let's get to it. What'd you do?
Okay, so originally there was...
Wait, where's my phone? Oh, I still have it on. Shoots. Okay, what?
Well, originally these things had 2 posts that came up in that far.
Yeah.
Up in here. And I'm sure with the wind and everything, they
Blowing
work
it.
hardened and broke off. So both the
Duct tape.
tabs, you can see where the wire was.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Oh, nothing a little zip tie can't take care
Well,
of.
no, what I did is I got some wire out of the truck that I brought down here for repairing fences.
Yeah.
Ran 2 strings on either side of the post and then zip tied the 2 pieces to the rail.
And it's all better.
It's much better. than using duct tape.
Very good, honey.
It'll last for a little while.
Yep. Super. And I'd like to point out it's 15, not 25, not
30,
30.
not 40.
Yeah. And we go 10.
No, we idle it.
Yeah, I
don't
don't even, and that's usually 8 or 10.
Yeah.
Right there in between. It depends where in the campground.
Okay, so that'll work.
Good job. You're our hero. Okay. So I have this last one to put on with the squares at the end, and then the brown 2-inch border, and then the final, let's see, so I have all but one of these half square triangle runs done, and I need to do the brown and then the final flourish. I think it's what, a 7 1/4, so it'll be a 7-inch border out here. So by the time it's all done, it'll be 102 by 102. And I'm gonna quilt that puppy because it's for our camp friends. Okay, get this put away and I'll pick up mañana. Not feeling it. Eric's taking a shower and then I want one. And I'll feel fresher attacking this in the cool morning. It's kind of gotten cool though now. First thing tomorrow, get these saved in the box, get the other fabrics put away. Design. Okay, have a good night. So ask me.
From that piece of wood the other day that I jigsawed,
Yeah.
I now took the Dremel tool and actually turned into
We
what
just
looks
saw
like
it
a
as a
propeller.
drawing, honey.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So from the drawing,
now we've got an actual prop.
wow.
So
And-
the trick is going to be finding the center here because I lost it when I was sanding it down. I
Sure.
cut it off, so I got to cut a new center.
I love how it is literally like an actual propeller. Boom, and then boom. Neat.
So,
Nice job.
there you have it. I don't want to
Okay.
take anything down anymore.
Okay, yeah, make
It's
sure
gone, it's gone.
that's the one and you don't have to do another
I'm
one.
not going to do another one.
I had a lovely day in the Stitchy Tent. It provided me hours of enjoyment. Thank you, Stitchy Tent. Let's go get these things inside. So there you go. Not enough room here. got it all together now. Thank you, honey. All right. May 14th? No, June 14th. Done. I've done a bunch of quilts last week. All right. So this is called Entangled. Picked it up at Quilt in a Day using Free Spirit fabrics. Awesome. And I said I'm gonna quilt this. Yoicks. You know what I need? Pool noodles.